Hello, Capricorn. This is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for July 1st through the 15th. I have cleansed these cards, and I'm going to shuffle them in front of you. Just a couple of things. First thing is, I won't be doing readings in August because I'll be way out of town, and it's just impossible to get them out. But I do see a window of opportunity, and if I can, I'm going to whip out videos. It might be just like the second half or a week of reading. I'm not sure what I can come up with, but I'm really going to try to pull something out, something interesting even, would be cool. Maybe one card, and I know one card will cover the week, so I could do something like that as well. So I will make that effort. And also too, I don't know what's up, but I found a box full of decks of these cards or different types of cards, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna use them. Hey, okay. So I found this deck, and I'm really digging it. The energy's really good, so I'm hoping to pass that on to you. Okay, let's just break this up. Let's see. All right, and then we'll do just 1, 2, 3. Here, let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we're talking about Capricorn, July 1st through the 15th. The first card is the Ace of Swords. And the next card is, I'm looking at it. These are like kind of new decks to me, so you'll have to forgive me. I have to look at this. Oh, this is the Nine of Coins. Sweet. There we go. And the next one is the Page of Swords. And the last card is the Five of Wands. What's kind of crazy is I heard on this one hurtful words. So I want to shoot that out. We'll get back to it. I just wanted to say that. I should have said it when I felt it. And then the next card, which is this card, follows it, and it kind of tells me there's something going on there. So, okay. Okay, let's see what's going on with Capricorn. So, the Ace of Swords talks about immediate action. It could be immediate communication. It could be immediate, like brainstorming. And it's like, bam, like action takes place right away. Now, what's interesting, okay, so I was going to tell you that on other decks, sometimes I don't like this card. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm the kind of card reader and healer. So I guess sometimes when I see this card, I don't like the feeling because I feel people's pain and kind of, So sometimes I don't like feeling this card, but this deck is different, and this card has a tendency to feel different. So I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know why I had to tell you that, but so this card is about, and then so this card is about immediate action, immediate communication, and it being a very powerful punch. You know what I mean? And if you look, this card has like light going off of it. So the sword is in the sky, and there's this beautiful wreath around the sword. And it's almost, and then the light in the clouds, where it's almost like this sword gets beautified, and it makes it attractive, and it makes it more appealing. And it's like maybe whatever this sword is supposed to represent, it's not painful. It's more like action needs to take place. Something happens. Okay, and the next card we're going to move on is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles talks about this individual, this human being that's already kind of secure in the person they are. At least one part of them is rather secure. I would say it's the financial aspects. This young person is kind of in like this Garden of Eden. And in this garden, there's this wonderful railing with the pentacles being expressed and shown. And it kind of shows like her power, his power. And also the fact that this person has like the ability to tame or connect with pets and have that natural ability. It's like there's this grace and this energy that comes from this card. And what this card does is it expresses this person's like their ability and their gifts. But on top of that, it's like they have a bit of the wealth as well. So it's like this person kind of has a little bit of it all, which is kind of interesting because it's like, you know, when you look at some people, you're like, God, you know, they got it good. Like they have a decent job, or they have a decent home, or they have a really nice personality. They smile. They come from a good family. Things like this, you know. This card does represent the financial, but it also talks about the independence and the power that this person obtains and can sustain it as well. Because one thing is to have it, and one thing is to maintain it. So that's what this card talks about. So let's go on and then we'll kind of see where things are going. The next one is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, I heard immediately, I heard hurtful words. So I feel like something's going on. The Page of Swords talks about, again, action taking place, like words being expressed and not necessarily kind words. Um, Maybe even like, okay, like loose lips sink ships. So like whoever is communicating something isn't thinking how they're what they're saying, and how it could hurt somebody, and how it could affect someone's stamina, their place in society, or their how others see them. And sometimes people use words and they don't really realize how it can hurt somebody. Just sometimes um, by accident or intentionally. So I'm feeling here as we go that I think something was said or expressed, and it caused tension and this combative energy, because the Five of Swords here is talking about people kind of getting into it. And it's almost like not one person. It looks like it's a group of people. So something could have happened. Something could have been said. Some action could have taken place, because the two swords talk about action. Okay? So there's action going on here. And it's kind of like immediate action. And in the middle of this action is this energy, the Nine of Pentacles. And it could represent a female energy, because there is a female on this card. And most of the cards have a woman showing. Sometimes some of the pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, it's a man. And it absolutely can represent a man in this situation. I'm not saying no. Sometimes I'll tell you, no, it's definitely a chick. I'll tell you. But I'm kind of feeling like this is kind of can dance in either party. And let's kind of keep going, okay? I try to be as specific as possible, but until I feel it more, I'll let you know. But I feel like this person got squished in the middle, and whatever it is, it's this person that's kind of taking the heat for it. Thank you. I'm hearing it. The heat for it. I feel like this person's taking the heat for it. And whatever it is, it's causing this friction, this pattern of combative energy. I almost, this almost feels like it's work related. I swear. I just feel like it's work. But I'm going to pull extra cards out because I don't want to be all over the place with you guys. And I hope to give you a little bit more messages and energy. Sometimes the story can kind of go all over the place, but I fucking know that there's messages being sent to everybody where you can connect a piece of a reading and say that resonates with me. So I'd like to try to give you more, okay? So I'm going to pull extra cards out. Let's see what's going down. Okay, so I'm going to pull my cards out because I feel like that's all I've got so far. I feel like there's this action that's taking place. I feel like this person's in the middle of it. Could have caused it or could be the one that is taking the hits. But we're going to find out in a little bit here. Let's see what's up. Okay, so first of all, I want to pull cards on this person. That's what we're going to do. So the first card is the Eight of Swords, which is telling me this person's kind of in the bind. And then we have the Four of Swords. So I feel now that this person, the Nine of Pentacles, if that's you, Capricorn, I feel like you're the one that's being squashed and being kind of attacked with hurtful words or hurtful action. And you probably have your shit kind of together, or you feel you do, which is great. But it's like others see that and maybe they're kind of taking hits at you because you do kind of have your life together a little bit more than others. And maybe you can sustain your power and the things that you do. And it's like there's this entanglement going on because there's a lot of freaking swords out here now. So I don't know if you're causing this or if you're drawing it in. Do you understand what I'm saying? So hold on, okay? I'm going to do some stuff in my head here. So give me a second. Yeah. So I asked in my head, is this person causing the bullshit? Is this the person doing it? Because I think you're in the middle somehow. And no, I don't think it's you. So I think you're receiving all the bullshit. Okay. So this card is just for me, kind of to give me guidance. So I'm just kind of tucking it under because I don't want to throw off this reading. I feel like if you're the Capricorn, you're the one that's being kind of attacked with hurtful words, hurtful actions, negative vibes. I feel like that's what's going on. Okay, so let's go to the Ace over here and see what that's about. Okay, so we got the Three of Swords. Jesus, Louises, more swords, and the Fool. So it looks like Capricorn has been the victim of some painful action. And the person that is taking that action on you possibly doesn't even realize how serious it affects you. How it hurts your reputation, how it hurts your feelings, how it hurts your heart. Yeah, that's what I'm really feeling right now. I don't like that. I'm sorry if it's you that's getting smashed with all this crap. I don't like to feel it, and I don't like to see it happen to you. I don't like to see it to anybody. Okay, so let's keep moving because the stories will move around, and I want to pull out some cards on the Page of Swords, okay? So the Page of Swords also has the Knight of Wands, which is a sign of action, and the Hermit, almost knowing what they're doing. I feel like whoever's causing you this crap Capricorn, or you could be causing the crap and maybe you have reason to. I don't know, right? We don't know the whole story here. You certainly can't pull it out in a few cards. But what I wanted to say is that there is action that was taken, and it's almost like the person kind of knows what they're doing. I could even say like manipulative, like you know what I mean? Like they kind of know how to push your buttons, or they kind of knew who to go to cause this inflict this pain, or these words that are hurting you, Capricorn. And like, not only do I feel like it's hurting your, I don't think it's hurting your finances. I just feel like it hurts you. Like I feel like, you know, como te duele, como el dolor. I feel like siento tu dolor. Okay. I feel when I look at this set here and I see you here, I feel like I feel your pain, like your embarrassment, or you're just, I don't even see anger. I don't think you're angry. I feel like you're hurt. And I feel like people don't know what they realize, what they do to you when they say shit to you, or when they're taking action upon you. I kind of feel like in July you're a bit of a victim, and maybe rightly so. You could actually almost say it, because lots of times I don't like to use the word victim a lot, like the victim, because you know what? Then you fall and you stay in that hole or that holding pattern, and then sometimes people adopt it and keep it on forever. No, 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 no. That's not how Feel the Soul works here. The way we do it is we recognize it, we know it, and then we work our way out of it, because we don't want you in pain. And I don't want you in a state of mind of being depressed or sad, um, or believing what other people say. Fuck that. You're your own person and you can get out of this. And so I feel like for Capricorn, if somebody out there has done things to you that have hurt you, I understand your pain and I want you to be strong. And obviously, you have the ability. Right here, this card talks to me about the fact that you have like stature, you have money, you have gifts, you have like the ability to kind of bloom and grow. You're kind of like the Empress in a way. You have you have like these qualities, these refined gifts. So you can really get out of this mess that people are bringing to you. You know what I mean? Like people maybe are bringing it to you and you need to get out of that. Like I don't want to play that shit, and get yourself out. It's like, nope, get this card and be like, I'm on my way, dude. I'm out. Like like that's for you guys. You guys fucking deal with this shit. I'm out. That's kind of what I would like to see for you. Now, if you're bringing this on, and a lot of times that happens, we don't realize that we're the ones that are stirring the pot. You've got to take a look at that, Capricorn, and look at maybe your actions. Are you triggering people and drawing them to pull in to start static? And why? Why are you doing that? Because there's a reason for it, right? You know, are you looking for bronca or what? No. Life is about walking your path, growing, and being at a place in your mind where you have that strength to just feel like you are in control, where you are in control and you're looking for that place to be in peace, where you walk the path and light hits you, and you don't want static in your life. You want to fucking bloom. You know what I mean? You want your roots to grow and seeds to drop and more to develop for you, man. You know, where, wow, this new is sprouting out for me. This is sprouting out for me. And this is, well, that's sprouting. This is going on for me. I want all of that wonderful growth for you. So sometimes you have to be careful and make sure that it's not you that's causing or pulling in the energy or drawing it in. Sometimes you have to look at yourself and say, am I causing these actions? Is it me by speaking or taking action in a certain manner that's causing all these knives to come around me? Because seriously, there's a whole bunch of knives around you. So part of this can be, Capricorn, that you don't even realize that you're bringing them into you. Almost, if you will, like you're asking for it and you don't even realize you're doing it. So you've got to be careful about that. So I want to make sure and pull that out. Sorry I stayed long on that, but sometimes we forget that we're the ones pulling the energy in, and we don't want that. You want your own energy. You want the energy clear and clean in your path. So you don't want all that static. You just, you want to keep moving and grooving and sustain these gifts and sustain this wealth that you have. You know, you want to wake up the next day and still have this and feel great. This energy here has the energy of being able to create and bloom and to build. And so we want Capricorn on that, okay? So make sure that it's you not pulling in all these knives in you. And also too, I do see that like somewhere somebody has been hurt. Because when I look at these cards, I feel it. I feel like somebody has hurt you. And they don't realize, they really don't realize how it hurts you. And I just feel like I have to put my hands on these cards. Because I feel it, you know? Yeah. I'm really sorry for you, those out there that have been hurt. I really do feel for you. Okay, so I almost feel, back to this card, I feel like this, whoever it is, or if it's a group of people, it's almost like this group knows what they're doing almost, and they're doing it to you. And so that's why I'm saying be careful. What are your actions? How are you replying to these actions? Because if you also start going, oh no, oh no, oh no, if you keep having this like, no more hits, no more hits. If you do that, they're going to keep throwing those knives at you. So you have to be firm. You have to be this Nine of Pentacles. You have to pull your strength out and be like, nope. So you got to shut it down. And it's not about being combative. It's about being intelligent and using the gifts that you have and to kind of lay the groundwork out for yourself. Like, nope, I don't participate in that. You know what I mean? And find and seek the help that you need, the strength that you need. Speak to another person, receive guidance and how to handle these situations. Don't do it by yourself. Start asking for ask people for different ideas about shit. Because out of there you will get it. You'll get good information from people as long as they're people that are not in total combative mode. But a little combative is good because then you get some ideas from them like like, because they're so firm and combative, you can take a little piece of that, like 20-30% of that, and say, okay, I'm going to use some of that. But you don't have to use all of it. Now, because we saw the last card has this combative energy, and it feels almost like it's a group. I'm going to pull a couple of cards out there. I'm sorry if this reading seems to be going in different places. I had some static with the music. I think there was even dogs barking. I apologize. We're going to go to the next cards here. Okay. So we saw this combative card, which is the Five of Wands, where people are getting into it. Then the next card is the Six of Wands, which is very interesting because it's the next one over, 5, 6. Let's see what the next card is. How crazy. And then there's the Eight of Wands. So what I'm feeling is that these people or this group that's causing you this friction or this feeling of being attacked, I actually feel, as I'm looking at the supportive cards, like, because you have a lot of swords around you, right? Which means like that's a lot of bullshit around you. But I'm seeing that this group, okay, give me a second. I feel like whatever this is gonna kind of get resolved. Maybe because you will take this action that we've been speaking about. And in July, you might start looking at things differently. How can I deal with this and not create any more of this, not add to it, whether it's you or them? Because I feel like you have, like I said, it's you. You have the tools. You have the tools to kind of get this going, which is a place of like peace. Like, in other words, the white flag is up for everybody and everybody wants to drop it. Even though there's a lot of swords here, I do feel like there is this really big opportunity to kind of resolve it. And also, I feel like you might actually walk away from this combative behavior or whatever these actions were that affected you. I feel like you might actually say, you know what, I'm out. Just like I kind of told you, remember earlier? I feel like you might even be like, I'm out. I'm on my way. Or this way. I'm going on my horse. Goodbye, Charlie. Because the Eight of Wands talks about action again, just like this original card. And it really talks about fast, talks about moving away, leaving this group, leaving this negative energy, this hurtful energy that's possibly been applied to you. And I see the movement. I see you kind of going, going. Because you don't want to deal with this shit anymore. So that's what I'm seeing in the month of July. And it's kind of like Capricorn, like it's kind of you may be coming to some kind of realization about what's going on here around you. And then it's also about you almost, I don't know if you're planning it or not, but it feels like things start to come to a point where you decide, you know what? I'm out. Like, I'm gonna try to do this, which is do the honorable thing or keep the peace and handle it as but I also feel like part of you is like, okay, I'm gonna walk away so I don't have to deal with this. I'm not sure if I'm using the right words, like this inflicted pain that's being placed upon me, and I'm ready to kind of bounce, I'm ready to kind of go, you know and you might actually do it really fucking fast. You might communicate with somebody and say, hey, you know what? Do you still need a roommate? Or something like that, or hey, I'm out. And you might do it rather quickly. Or you'll start the plan of action, which is to leave this environment, this setting that you're in. Um, you know, I'm gonna say something. I don't I don't see a lot of cups here. In fact, I don't think you have any cups. Okay, I had one card here that I used, but that was for something kind of different. I mean, this could be love related, but it could be, I almost feel like it's a setting of people. And I don't feel like it's all lovers. I feel like it's like friends or coworkers or family, fucking people from down the block. You know what I mean? Like people that you interact with. Um, it could be as simple as a place that you go every day, like for example, just to grab your coffee and you're feeling that fucking negative vibe from them, or they're talking shit about you, or something like this. And you're like, you know what? I'm out. I'm going to go somewhere else to a new place. So that's just a small little tiny example, but I'm talking, I think, on a bigger scale. I feel like this could be more work related or more of a social setting. So people in your circle. That's what I'm feeling. But I do see Capricorn being hurt by this shit. And you kind of have your stuff together, I feel. I feel like you're kind of you as a person right now. I feel like, you're you're kind of all right. You know? You're all right. So I feel like all this is kind of bullshit and painful around you. And I feel like, you know what? You're kind of sick of the shit. And I think that you're sick of the talk or whatever. And I feel like you're gonna try to try to do something that's right. Like try to do the right thing, maybe talk to somebody, address something. But if that doesn't fucking work, I feel like you're ready to bounce. You know what I mean? I feel like you're ready to leave this and kind of bounce. You know what I mean? That's what I'm feeling. So what I do like about this Capricorn is I feel like you're in your power as you do this. Maybe the setting isn't great, but it's like you muster up the energy or the power, you know, the ability to be like, look, man, I'm not digging this. I got to do something about this, you know, and I don't want to be combative about it. The energy around me is, but I don't want to do that. So, or maybe others around you don't want to do this anymore either. And maybe this is about you guys just communicating and trying to get some fucking some some rules, some groundwork, some ground rules to keep it cool so that everybody can handle their shit and everybody can get moving on that train of life. You know what I mean? And do their thing. Okay, so sorry, this one's kind of a little bit all over the place, but I believe it's hitting some different things for different people. I wish you all the very best, Capricorn. Feel the soul. I'm so grateful to read for you. Stay in your power. Make sure when you're looking at things, make sure you're not in stress mode or pissed off mode. You know what I mean? Look at things evenly, okay? And then assess what's going on around you. God bless you, and I'll see you next month. Bye.